What is up, YouTube? Welcome to a brand new episode of SIBZ, West Coast, East Coast siblings. You know what time it is. Tonight we got a brand new episode of Vikings, episode 8. As always, we're going to talk about the 3 biggest takeaways from the episode. But first, let me just say, very few shows have mastered the ability to balance story building and dialogue with intense action sequences. And this show, and I've watched a lot of TV, this show does it so well. Every time it started to run long, boom, they would shock you with an intense moment. This episode wasn't action-packed by any means, but it still kept the momentum going. So without further ado, let's get into the 3 biggest takeaways from the episode. Starting out with number 1, hvitserk survived the episode. Now, the way they made it look at the end of the last episode, you thought it was pretty cut and dry. He was going to get burned at the stake. And if you saw my last review on the last episode, I was like, this seems too simple. I was going to be disappointed. It seems like bad writing. I honestly wanted to see a fight between the two of them, so I really couldn't believe that it would just be that simple. And yes, I know this is a historically based show, so of course we know what's going to happen ultimately, but that doesn't mean they had to make it that easy. But as soon as the episode started with hvitserk in the throne room getting smacked around by Bjorn, I knew it was not going to be that easy and it would not go according to plan. It's a little disappointing for a character to die with nothing to live for. hvitserk even said it himself in a bit of dialogue with Ube. Listen, he avenged his own mother's death. He killed the woman who killed his mother. You saw him give that smile of relief as he was even burning at the stake. So thankfully, Bjorn, who we'll get to later, was like, cut this out. It's not going to be that easy, and hvitserk will live another day. Hopefully, we will see a fight between him and Ivar. Of course, I think Ivar is going to end up killing him anyway, but let me know what you think in the comments down below. Big takeaway number 2, guys, we got to talk about Bjorn. His life is a mess. He's cheating. He lost his kid. He lost his mother. He lost a kingdom. He was going to be king of all Norway. Just in the last couple episodes, he's pretty much back to square one. He's lost all of it. And on top of all that, he's now got to prepare for a fight with King Harald. Now, part of me is like, you know, it serves him right. Bjorn has made plenty of poor decisions this season. If you want to talk about him going after King Harald to save him in the first place, to him letting those bandits out into the wilderness where he knew his mother was living, all the way to even cheating on his wife right in the footsteps of Ragnar. So part of me is kind of like, yeah, these are the consequences of a lot of the poor decisions that you've made. At the same time, it's hard not to root for a character like Bjorn because he's got a good heart. But fortunately for his sake, he's got his entire kingdom still behind him, still riding with him. And so whatever comes next, he will be ready to deal with it and he won't be alone. What do you think, guys? I mean, does Bjorn deserve this because of all the poor decisions he's made this season alone? Or are you like, nah, Chris, being a king is a hard thing to do. He's got a lot on his plate. I don't see you ever being a king. I digress. Let me know in the comments below. Now, getting into the third and final and biggest takeaway from the episode, we have Oleg, who attacks Igor, destroys his puppet, furthering the distance between the two. Oleg is basically pushing Igor into the arms of Ivar the Boneless. Now, guys, I gotta be honest, I'm starting to get to the point where I can no longer suspend my disbelief. Oleg knows Ivar was on the throne, okay? He knows because Ivar confronted him, he doesn't want to be a puppet king, he wants to be the real deal. Then Ivar made a pass at his wife Katya, who's really Freydis, and now he's getting all buddy-buddy with the rightful heir. Come on, man. Come on. Given how reckless, ruthless, and violent Oleg is, he definitely would have killed Ivar by now. I mean, look at the evidence mounting that he's going to, at some point, attempt to overthrow you, dude. Come on. And of course, this unbelievable lapse in judgment couldn't be coming at a worse time, as Kiev is now about to attack Norway and the Vikings that we all know and love. It's the perfect setup for something like Igor killing Oleg and then Ivar taking Freydis, Katya, Freydis, kind of adopting Igor, taking over Kiev, and then just proceeding with the attack without him. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for our 3 biggest takeaways from Vikings Episode 8. Let me know, as always, what you think down in the comments below. Hey, if you liked the video, make sure you like the video, subscribe for more Vikings, and a whole bunch of other movies and TV shows that we cover on this channel. Click the bell if you don't want to miss a single episode. If by any chance you're feeling awesome, go check out our sister channel, The Lotta Quinte Ledger. I do music-related content over there, but there's a whole bunch of content from sports to TVs and movies to music, etc. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace!